Welcome to your first lesson of similarity. Let's begin by reviewing some middle school math with ratios and proportions. As you know, a ratio is a comparison of two quantities using division. There are three ways that we write it using A to B. We can also use the colon, A to B, or we can use the vinculum, A to B. So how do we write a ratio, you ask? Well, I figure considering the fact that we're in Japan, let's go ahead and look at some bonsai trees. This is Sarah's bald cypress. It's 39 inches tall. And let's compare it to the senator, which is 118 feet tall. So how do we go about writing a ratio? Well, the first thing that we need to do is make sure that all the units are the same. So it's best to convert the bigger units to smaller ones. So let's convert the 118 feet to inches. And we all know that there are 12 inches in 1 foot. Notice when we write it like this, we can see that the feet units go away. So 118 times 12 is 1,416 inches. And now we simply write the ratio. So the instructions tell us to put Sarah's bald cypress first. So we have 39 inches over 1,416 inches. Notice that the units once again simplify. And if we divide the top and bottom by 3, we ended up with 13 to 472. So we know how to write ratios. They are also good for solving problems. In this problem, we're going to use an extended ratio, which is simply a ratio comparing 3 or more numbers. So it would look something like this. Notice that in this extended ratio, there are actually 3 ratios combined. There's the A to B, there's the B to C, and there's also the A to C. So an extended ratio is a bunch of ratios combined. How do we use this? Well, let's look at a triangle. We have the lengths of the sides of a triangle are an extended ratio of 2 to 5 to 8, and that the perimeter of the triangle is 291 meters. So what is the length of the shortest side? Well, let's first of all look. This 2 to 5 to 8, they represent the lengths of the sides. So the 2 would be the short side, the 5 the medium side, the 8 the long side. And the perimeter is just adding all 3 sides together. But obviously 2 plus 5 plus 8 doesn't equal 291. That's because the ratio has been reduced, because we always reduce ratios when we write them. So that means that a number, say y, has been divided away from all 3 of these other numbers. So we don't know what y is, but we do know that if we add these 3 numbers together, we will get 291, the perimeter. So by using this equation, we can solve for y. Using the distributive property to combine like terms, dividing both sides of the equation by 15, we find that y is equal to 19 and 4/10. But that's not what we were asked to find. We were asked to find the shortest side. And of course, that's the one that is multiplied by 2. So 2 times 19 and 4/10 tells us that the shortest side is 38 and 8/10 meters. So that's how we write ratios and use them to solve problems.